Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be doing a first impressions of the new Gans 356 Air SM. Alright, so this is a little bit different. I mean, the Air before used to come in those big, huge, containers, and all of the springs and nuts and stuff were inside of that, as well as the pamphlet, and it was always kind of a pain to get it back together. Just the way it fit wasn't great, so I'm kind of glad to see that they have come up with some new packaging. So before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now, I have literally not watched a single video on this puzzle, so I'm totally new to it. This is my very first experience with it. That's it. And so, oh, we got something else inside the box here, kind of explaining the nut system. So, wow, that's a little bit different now. Okay, let's go ahead, open it up. I don't want them to like go everywhere. I feel like if I open it too quickly, oh, see, that'll happen. Wow, so those are packed in there really nicely. That's different. White, green, and purple here. We also have a tensioning tool. So let's go ahead and open this up. And I'm guessing it's going to be another color in there. Wow, that is like too hard to get off. Oh. Look at that. I really like the way that comes open. That is so much better than their last one. Okay, so let's go ahead and unwrap this thing. Alright, after solving, lubing, and tensioning with the GES nuts, the previous blah blah blah, I came to the conclusion that a lot of other people had the magnets were too strong, there were catching issues, and even for a cube enthusiast, and lubing and tensioning experimentation was too tedious. It is a very tedious process to experiment with this puzzle. This cube, in my opinion, is the best on the market by far. Lubed it with D&M and silk. That's close to what I was thinking of doing. In yellow GES, and is very quiet and stable. Very quiet, I will give it that. When I got it out of the box, it felt so good after playing with it while it started to catch. So I changed to green springs, and that seemed to solve the problem. Alright, so springs matter. Gans Air Super Speed is a great new line of Gans Speed cubes. The Super Speed Magneto is an amazing cube. What are you talking about here? I'm not sure. What is a Magneto? That's like an X-Man or something. Alright, anyways, let me check. I gotta check this puzzle out now. I like the way it looks. I don't like this red. Already, I don't like the red. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. Wow, that is an extremely quiet and very smooth cube. Wow. First impression right away is quiet and smooth. The corner cutting is unbelievable. I had high hopes for this thing because like the Gans Air itself is great. Having a little bit of trouble controlling it a little bit, but not too much. Maybe just got to get used to it a bit. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at what color nuts are in here. Blue nuts. So we've got 4 different types. I was wrong. We have more. So we also have red, yellow, and orange. So we have red, yellow, orange, blue, purple, white, and green. That is a lot to go through. I want to experience this stock the way it comes. There's got to be a reason they put blue ones in here compared to any of the other colors. Maybe that's what they thought was the best. So I'm going to review it. First impressions as it comes stock. Anyways, guys, I really want to get some solving on this. So let's go ahead and show you some solves and talk about how I feel about it during the solving process. So I'm going to save showing you guys what the pieces on the inside looks like for the actual review because I want to get my display thing set up and I don't know where it is. I want to find it, but the pieces look really cool and they really deserve a showcase for that. They've got these little dents in there and it creates like, you know, a little, I think it's just, that's why it's so quiet, is because there's so much less friction, there's so much less contact points. And it's a really cool looking design, so I really want to save it for that. But the outside of the puzzle looks exactly the same as a lot of the previous versions, and in my opinion, the performance of this, at least at this point, is not better or worse. It's the same as the previous version. The difference with this one is that the inside has those little dents, and because of that it makes it quieter and it makes it a lot smoother. It's just a more motivating version of the last one, in my opinion. I seem to feel like I get a lot more lucky solves with this one, but maybe it's just that it does feel better, and I just feel better when I solve on it, so I think I look ahead better. but I generally just get my average with this puzzle. Now, if I was to give this thing one piece of criticism, it would be that it overshoots. And the magnets are supposed to be there to kind of help that process, keep everything in line. But I think what's happened here is the puzzle is so light and the magnets are adding a bit of weight to it. And the fact that I don't think this version, at least the stock one that I have, has been tensioned properly, that the magnets give it a little bit more push and it tends to overshoot. I think adding thicker lube or tightening will help that. Alright everybody, so my first impression of this is that it is a very, very impressive cube. At this point though, it would not replace my main. I'm going to try all of the different nuts. One thing I could try differently on this that I'm going to do is tension a little bit tighter. Even though it has magnets, it still like tends to overshoot quite a bit. Like I'm just doing U2s with one flick. To me, that's a little bit excessive. It should either be lubed to, you know, slow it down a little bit more, or it should just be tightened. And that's, I mean, I got to fix that somehow, because that does screw up some of my solves. Not all the time, but it does. Anyway, some of the dimensions on this is a 56 millimeter cube. It weighs 76.6 grams. And if you don't like the stickers, which I don't like the red, that's for sure. You can get custom fitted stickers at the cubicle.us. This also comes in white and primary. I personally prefer black puzzles. So I'm very glad that they sent it to me in black. It does have a fairly hefty price tag of $50, just like the last magnetic Gans does, but it is a very good cube. It is super, super quiet. It is a very, very top-notch, high-end cube, and Felix Zemdegs did break a world record with this puzzle. So it just tells you right there, the best person in the world uses it as his main. All right, guys, so I am going to take some time and try all the different nuts, lube this thing, tension it, do whatever I can to make it really, really good. And I also have the Cubicle premium version of this as well, so I can't wait to get my hands on that and see what they've done to it. All right, guys, so it is $49.99 at the Cubicle.us, but you can get a little bit cheaper if you use coupon code CrazyBagCuber at checkout. Hopefully you guys get this and enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks to the Cubicle for sending me this for the review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.